Hey guys, how's it going? King Harold greets you, and why, yes, I have lost weight. Anyway, um, found a few new little morphs, cave spiders, not zombies, cave spider, a couple different horses, and the wisp. Wisps can fly and are considered hostile mobs, but I mean, the hostile one we won't worry about as much. I think cave spider, this one means that I can't get poisoned, but I am not quite sure. I might leave it there, but I'll get rid of the zombies and the creeper. Horses, you can't sprint, but you can. How do I? Yeah, there we go. But you can go up one block high spaces, so I suppose it would make it easier to run up one blocks. I don't know. Like their running is still very slow, and I don't know. I don't really enjoy it. But anyway, back to King Harold's form. And then all of a sudden our crown magnificently reappears, which is always cool. Right, so I've moved our stuff upstairs now. I think you'll like this, maybe, I don't know. I kind of wanted to put this like here, but then realized if I've got this lot here directly underneath, that's going to be very annoying. So, like, you can see all I've done is put a little crafting station there. I've made it into a one block slab. And just being able to see that through the roof is annoying to me, but what are you going to do? So, stencil table is here, pattern chest is still there, part builder is still there. We've got our nice lovely seared tank, which, you know, stores the lava for us. Puttable tank, just put it straight back on top, set it to output mode, works just the same. I've made a proper little niche for a chest here, so I can actually get to all my bindings properly. And then, I was just putting all my ingots back in there as well. So we've got alumite, obsidian, aluminum, and many-allen. And then we'll get our aluminum brass as well. Not as huge a deal, but either way. So that's all there. And then possibly going out in that direction for more stuff. Not entirely sure yet. We'll see how we go. Because, I mean, this area here could probably branch out into as well. Maybe not that way, but that way seems to be good. This part here is basically directly below the surface, so I don't really want to go any higher. But either way. So, like I said last episode, I have gotten enough resources in order to do a couple elevators. Man, it took me a long time to find those Endermen, so maybe something that we'll end up having to do is just getting ready to go to the Ender as well. But either way. So here we go. 2 elevators. Just cost 1 ender pearl each, plus about 8 wool per. So 1, 2, and I did have a little bit of a check. We can use these just as is. They don't require power. I shouldn't have placed that down yet, because how am I supposed to get down? Anyway, I'll break that back open. So all you're supposed to do, I think, is just place it down like so. 1 there, and 1 up there, and just jump. No? Am I wrong? 1 second. Hang on, I think I know what it is. Because it doesn't think that there's enough space for me, because of the sign here, I believe it's not working. So now if I go, there we go, sneak or jump. So, works in both forms. I'm currently in bat form. All I have to do is just push sneak. The other one is just push jump. So, you don't have to shift and jump in order to go down or anything like that, but either way, that's kind of useful. I think I'll use that a lot more. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So jump, and I'm upstairs, and shift, and I'm downstairs. Excellent, that's exactly what I want. Look at that. I like how quick it is too. Whoa. Corey is amused. Right, let's get to work on our logistics system. Okay, so I've had to do a little bit of moving stuff around. I've put in a nice lovely leadstone energy cell. It can only do 80 red flux per tick. But what I'm finding is that these guys were using way too much power. And I didn't want to do the conversion between Minecraft joules and red flux. So, I mean, it's not enough for them to be running at top speed, but I can have all 3 of them going and, you know, not have to worry about losing too much power. If we go down here, we can see that I'm only using a leadstone NG circuit or conduit, so only 80 red flux per tick can end up going over there, and then end up, we're just not ending up, we're just not wasting, too much power on all this stuff. So this guy is slowly losing power. That's not so much of a big deal. I've taken out all of the coal from these guys. They're slowly losing steam. They only end up working if they're above halfway in steam. But either way, so that's all sorted. Not too worried about that now. And let's see, what do we need to do? Anyway, sorry. We're going to be working on logistics, so I've got a little bit of stuff ready as well. So you can see redstone iron chipsets are being made. I'm just waiting for one more, and then we'll end up having enough for what I want. But you can see I've got a little bit of stuff working. So to start off with, we are going to want to make a whole bunch of these guys, the basic logistics pipes. They are pretty much the cornerstone of everything that we need. So I'll just grab out everything else that I need from these. So I've got 5 lots of those. Cobblestone transport pipe, so that was that lot. And then diamond transport pipes. So that's this lot that I grabbed out. We'll make a few of those. So there we go, 16. Look at all my diamonds just disappear. Cobblestone, I'm not quite sure why I want to make so many, but I mean that's just how many resources I put out for myself, so there you go. And then we can make 5 sets of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that gives us 40 of them. We've still got tons of diamond pipes left, so I mean it's not like we're going to be running out anytime soon. But either way, so there is our basic logistics pipe. I've also learned something new. This mod isn't made by the same person that originally made it, so we've got a whole bunch of other new stuff. Not exactly ideal for me, but I mean, it's a learning curve. So we've got soldering stations, which are new, logistics power junctions, which I'm going to need at least one of. So I may as well make it now, I suppose. I got the resources out, I believe. No, I didn't get the iron. So we'll just grab out some iron. At the rate like I'm using all these resources, I'm really going to have to, buckle down and do tons and tons of mining, or start getting a thingy ready. What's a thingy? Well, a thingy is a quarry. It's just what I call things when I don't remember what they're called. So logistics power junction, I believe if I just hook him up, hook a brother up, he will just automatically get power. I think he can be powered by this guy. So stored... Oh, you can store a lot of power. Jesus. Okay. Essentially, I think this is another one of those cases where we'll just keep taking on more and more power until, it's all my power is gone. So eventually I'm going to have to get some kind of renewable energy going. Or at least some way to have power that, doesn't disappear forever. Either way, so that is working. I don't really want to put that there though, so let's just move that. What's the best way to move you? Like that, okay. Because that's also stealing power from this guy as well, so don't really want that. What would be the best place for you? Because I haven't got a lot of energy circuits. 1 second. Okay, so how about this? Instead of having this guy... Oh, I'm going to put more power in him. Instead of having this guy all, crazy... Bleh, words aren't working today. Instead of having this guy pretty much run everything, I'm just going to have it as more of a backlog of power. So he's going to run into another one of these guys, so another hardened energy cell. That guy will go and power the one up here. So he's still going to be leadstone. He only needs to power this lot, and they don't even need to be at full capacity, so that's fine by me. And then he'll be able to output as much power as possible. Then that can end up going through the walls, which means that I might end up having to, let's see, whereabouts do you go towards? I'll put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there it is. Found it. I'll end up replacing this wall anyway. The idea is that it will end up going behind here. Everything will be supplied from the bottom if bottoms end up working. If not, I'll end up working something else out. But it'll end up powering all the way through here. A little another cable will go along here, getting along there. Everything should end up working just fine. Oh, I got a text. Yay! Sorry about that. So all of that will go along here. Let's see, can I put you in a better spot? If I move that, I mean, the whole idea of having this underground area is so that it can be messy without the top looking ugly, but yeah. Anyway, so we want this guy to power the whole lot. Let's see, because I also want to do this nicely as well. I mean, if it ended up going through the top, yeah, because some things can only be put in through the top as well. We'll figure it out. Either way, we'll do some rough stuff now. So to begin with, I need power going, let's say through leadstone, because I'm not really too worried about that lot. I think that side there is the front, so this should be the side. Yep. And that can be leadstone, so only 80 needs to come out of that at a time. I don't expect this to need tons and tons of power. And let's just fill in this gap a little bit. That's gravel, not stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that lot can power this guy, who is not receiving power for some reason. Why aren't you receiving power? Oh, you are receiving power. Oh, trigger is every 1,000 Minecraft joules. Or 100,000. I don't know. Either way, it needs to be asking for power. Anyway, so we got that sorted. Then we put a nice, lovely basic logistics pipe down here. And we can see that can see this guy here. It's got a nice, lovely green line. And then we're going to need to connect it to these chests, which means we are going to need something a little bit more special. Because while basic logistics pipes do work, it isn't going to be doing what we want it to. So let's see. Oops, you've been creating a lot more of these guys than I wanted you to. Little lever there. That'll start getting a little bit more power. Not too worried. Alright, so let's close off that. I was just checking some recipes. Turn off everything. Turn on logistics pipes. And I'll have a look at some of this stuff. Now I believe we want Mark II chassis pipes, which require the redstone iron chipsets, a little bit of iron and a basic logistics pipe. I know I've got 7 chests each side, so I'm going to need 14 of them. So there we go, 17 right there. Got a little bit of iron with me, so let's just make some of those. Now Mark II is right there. Shift that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cool. And then we've still got 22 of the other guys left. Not too worried about that. We'll end up using them later, obviously. So Mark II chassis pipes, and then on top of that we're going to need 2 different things, I think. One of them was Polymorphic item sync, there we go, which requires orange dye, which funnily enough I don't have any of, so I'll go get some of that. And that just means that any item that's already in there, just, put all items into that particular slot. So that'll be fine. And then, let's see, provider, no, that's not what we want. We want provider extraction module, or provider module. Do we have that? Provider, there we go. Provider module Mark 1 and 2, I mean, we're probably going to want, okay, so to make Mark 2 we need Mark 1, which means that we need more lapis, which funnily enough I used all of it. So maybe I'll either go look for some plants or look for more lapis. Man, it's an odd world that we live in when people come into the room and say, what are you doing? And you can honestly say that you're picking flowers. Anyway. So I've picked 10 roses, 15 yellow flowers, daisies, whatever, and 3 of the bluebells. It's not going to be enough. That's my computer. It's not going to be enough for what we need, but I mean, I'll be able to do a lot more off camera. I just mainly want to get most of it done today. So that'll be enough in order to get what we need. As soon as we get back, then we'll get a little bit into, well, we'll make it so that our network can provide things. Then we'll work on crafting, and then we'll see where we go from there. So guess who's the cool person that used up all of their golden chipsets? Me! Oh well. Essentially, I used all of them when making the basic logistics pipes, but we're still going to need them for provider modules. I could end up just using golden gears, but I mean that's using 4 gold instead of, 1 golden chipset. Not to mention, 4 iron and, all of that McGubbins, so I'd rather not waste materials if I can help it. So, either way, 6 Minecraft joules per tick. Okay. Yeah, sorry, just reading that. Essentially, words, stuff, and things. Either way, I've only got enough for 3 of these guys, 3 provider modules, so I am going to have to do a little bit of mining and searching and gathering and whatever off camera. But at least the idea is that we'll have most of it done, or at least I'll show you the main of it, and then I'll hook up the rest off camera and we won't have to worry about it. Yay! Not having to worry about watching me do all the mundane stuff. Either way. I'm saying that a lot, and mainly it's because I'm trying to bide my time, waste a little bit of time so that this thing ends up finishing. It's not working very well though. I mean, I'm trying. I am trying, guys. I hope you guys appreciate it. Is it done yet? Yes. Okay. And I'll just leave that running, I think, just because we're going to need a lot more of them. So I made a few of the blank modules off camera as well. I mean, they're very easy to make, so I won't bother you guys with it. There we go. 1. 1 provider module. And that's all that we could make. Even though we've got the extra die, we'll just wait for more of those. So that's 1 provider module, and then the other one was the Polymorphic item sync. So there we go, Polymorphic. That requires iron chipsets, so that one's a little bit easier. Oh, I didn't leave them in there, did I? No, I put them in there, and we've got orange already because I went out and got some. And 3 of those, I mean, that's all that we're really going to need for now, because that's all the dye that we can end up using. Oh. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I got confused on how much dye I had. Cool, so we've got some of these. Man, my inventory's getting very cramped. Let's dump some of this stuff. That's not supposed to be in there. Cool, so we'll take the elevator. I love that noise. And we'll go along into here. And we'll just hook up this very first one. I mean, it's probably on the most useless thing ever, but oh, Jesus. 1 second. Oops. I accidentally knocked my drink, which is a very sad day because it's my favorite drink of Demon. Some of you may or may not know that. Anyway, Polymorphic item sync. This has no kind of, that might not be the best one to explain. Provider module, okay. That's a bit better. So essentially, if there's anything in our network that has the ability to request items, so say a crafting table or a pipe that actually sends items to us, this guy here will be able to say, well, this is what I have available to you. So it will have a look inside here, see, oh look, we've got a bit of clay, some flint, etc., dyes, books, etc., whatever. It'll say, these are the items I have available. If you need anything, just let me know. So that's kind of good. We have the ability to say, it's a normal inventory. You can leave the first stack in the inventory, or first stack of each item. So let's say we need a lot of clay. If it tried to use more clay than what would be in that stack, it would leave 1 behind at least. Not quite as useful to us. We would rather go leave last stack, or maybe leave 1 item. Okay, hang on, there we go. Leave 1 item per type, which means that if we manage to get down to our very last piece of clay, we don't want it taking it because this is just this is the chest where all the clay goes to, or something along those lines. so that if we have something like a polymorphic item sync, it says if you're trying to sort items and you have something that I need, which would be anything in here, so we put clay into the network, it would request all the clay, but it would only request clay if there was clay in there. If we didn't have any clay in there, no clay would go into there, because that's just not how the polymorphic item sync works. It just tries to group like-minded items. May not be the best explanation, but yeah, you guys will kind of get the idea once I get more of this set up. So I'm very sorry that most of it is, still sort of haphazard. I didn't realize I didn't have all the resources. Even after all that effort I went to try and make sure, but, whatever. It's fine. But you can see that there's a little bit of a red line in here. This is another thing that you need to know about. The red line there says that, oh, I can't see anything along this pipe network. Don't talk to it. This one says, okay, we don't have power, but we can talk to each other. If I click that up, it'll think, oh, yes, I'm connected to the rest of the network that also has power. I figured out that this will only ask for power if it needs it. So it's not like a lot of other buildcraft stuff, like those lasers where they're just continuously asking for power. That makes it a lot easier for me, at least. So just give me a second, and I'll tell you that we're at 20 minutes in. So I'm going to do a little bit more resources, finding, simply because I have a lot more to do with these logistic stuff that I want to get through today. So 1 second. Oh, man. Okay, so I've gotten a lot more resources, a few more stacks of gold, a little bit more iron, etc. Most of that should all be, yep, that's all finished now, fantastic. I accidentally put diamonds in here, and then it was just trying to make diamonds, as its preferred item there. Golden chipsets were the ones that I want, because they're the ones that are used to make the provider modules, but oh well, I will get that stuff sorted out. But I've placed everything down now, and I'm slowly starting to fill all of these up. This particular line is all done. The blocks themselves aren't, except for the one to do with, all of our items in here. So won't worry about that one too much. I did have to move things around, so don't worry too much about why things are a little bit befuddled. But either way, that's been put in there. This one hasn't. I could end up finishing off polymorphic. I believe I have enough for those. Except for the redstone iron chipsets, maybe not. But everything will be done eventually, so I'll probably try and get that done before the end of next episode. But what I would like to show you, mainly just, to show you what all of this is all for, is the request logistics pipe. So that is made with one golden chipset and one basic logistics pipe and one iron gear. Do I have a golden chipset ready? Or did I just use it? I believe I just used it. And by telling it not to do the diamond one and switching over to golden, it did automatically pump one out, so it had enough power stored in here for whatever reason. Not entirely sure how those work, but doesn't matter too much. Request logistics pipe. Shift, left click. Didn't work because I am missing the pipes in question, so let's grab that. Pop that over here. That goes there, iron gear on the bottom, request logistics pipe sorted. And you may have seen that I've put a little pipe in here. All that does is just kind of run through the walls under here and connect up to that lot. So if I place this like so, it goes green. Yes, it's got enough power. Yes, it can talk to everything else. Right click. Oh, look at that. That's all of the stuff in our inventory. Fantastic. I like it. You can type in whatever you'd like. Choose what in particular you'd like to request. So let's say I wanted these diamonds. Let's see, I want 10 of them. Well, 10 of them go out of the inventory, shoot their way along here, and flick all the way along the inventory. Kind of interesting. I don't really need them right now, and eventually we are going to get something that will put things back where they're supposed to. I might actually get that sorted now. Okay, so there are a few different ways to do this. One of them is to put a nice lovely pipe attached to this one. Maybe not directly attached to this, but if I put like an obsidian pipes just suck items in and you can drop them basically directly into the network. I don't really want to do that one. I'd rather go for the logistics method, which means that I would end up doing something called an extraction pipe. So I can either go, no, not that one, Extractor Module, sorry. So that would require one of our Mark II, Mark 1 logistics pipe. So where is this guy here? I just need one Extractor Module, which is iron chipset. I don't have any iron. Why don't I have any iron? Oh dear. But either way, we'll get an Extractor Module. Very easy to create. We'll get a Mark 1 one of these dudes, so that just requires a normal redstone chipset and 2 iron. So normal redstone chipset, and what was I doing? This guy here, and that didn't work for some reason. 1, 2, and I didn't pick it up, did I? There we go. So pop him there. Mark 1 chassis. That guy can go where? Where would that go? Maybe in here might be best. So that can go down like so. That stuff needs to go. And then this guy can just kind of sit where... He's going to have to sit here, which means that I'm going to want to put these right down here like so. So long as you've got a logistics pipe at every kind of junction, it will be fine to use these cobblestone transport pipes. I mean, technically I shouldn't even be using them because they will make things slower, but I won't worry too much right now. Let's see, so is that done making me something delicious? Yep, there we go. So once this thing has enough power to make certain things, it will just automatically create them, so that's fine. Wrench, no, that doesn't go directly in there. Mark 1 is where? That guy there. Redstone chipset, shift, left click, grab that guy out, put this guy in here. It does have some options, you know, extract orientation, you just tell it to wherever you want it to go. I just want to extract from this chest right here. And if I tell it to, let's say, take out any lapis, it will automatically start taking things out. That is going a little bit slowly. So I believe that's why they want you to upgrade them. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but I don't know. What are you going to do? Actually, Advanced Extractor or Extractor Module Mark 3. Ooh, or the Mark 2 module, which just needs the golden chipset. Do I have any golden chipsets? I do. So let's just move that so that it's a little bit quicker. Take you out. I think that's half the reason why they just add all the extra stuff, so it takes you a little bit longer than what you'd like, but oh well, what are you going to do? Where did I put that? That's not what I wanted to do. I'll put you in there. No, hang on, sorry. Wasn't sure what I was looking at. There we go, Mark 2. So all we have to do is just put that guy back in there. Same exact options, but he will end up being a little bit faster in extracting all this stuff here. So glass, it doesn't know where to put it, but iron, lead, copper, all of that stuff will start going out automatically. You can see it's still quite slow. I'm not very happy with that, but I mean, we can just switch it up to the Mark 3. But it does cost a diamond chipset, so you know, the faster that you want stuff to happen, you know, the more advanced of a thing that you're going to want to put in there. That didn't really sound right, but oh well. Let's see, I have got one. I've got a few. You know what, let's just make it into the last one there. Right, so actually, just one second. Okay, so there is a different option. One of them is to use something called a Quicksort Module, which basically just tries to find, you know, if these items have a home, you know, to go put them somewhere. That might be what I might end up doing. Why haven't those moved? Because there's none in there. That's probably why. They haven't got a home, so they don't know where to put it. But, let's see. I might actually start putting all of these things back into this chest, maybe upgrade it into a gold one, and then it will be much happier. Anyway, I'm going to make a Quicksort module. We'll just see whether or not that's any quicker. So shift, left click, that didn't work because I don't have any of that good stuff. Yep, and now that is sorted. Just like a Quicksort module. Haha, funny. Not really, I'm sorry. Right there, Quicksort module. And so this one will only try and find homes for things if it has actually seen where it's supposed to go. And it will only know that if one of these has a module on it. So the Quicksort module, by the way. So if I put clay in here, let's just see what it does. Will that do a whole bunch of it? Yes. Okay, so that one will do it in full stacks, which might be a lot cheaper than doing it in extractor modules. So, you know, live and learn, but I won't worry too much. We're getting there. Okay, so last thing before we wrap up, I want to be able to craft things. So between this episode and next episode, I am going to make a lot of these, but essentially this is our inventory room. It is actually quite small, so I've kind of shot myself in the foot there. I haven't given myself any room to kind of expand. I will probably end up having to fix that at some point, but today is not that day. But either way, so this links to the inventory room. What I'm going to do is just put a bunch of cobblestone transport pipes between this area and over here. And then from that point onwards, it's going to need logistics pipes, which I don't actually have any on me. Oopsies. But we'll take one of these and some of these, and I've got those, and I need some redstone. That only has 6. I'm going to need a lot more. Right. So I'm about to show you something quite cool. Right. Let's do it. So over here, pop that right there. Logistics goes there. That says it's got power. The thing that I want to create is a logistics crafting table and the crafting logistics pipe. So crafting logistics pipe is easy to create. I'm actually going to have to create a crafting table, and maybe just put one of these in here somewhere. Always good. Yeah. The idea of this room is that I can actually expand it out in that direction. I don't want to have what happened to the inventory room happen over here. But either way, crafting logistics pipe, shift left click. We'll make a few of these and we'll take that back. And then some of these guys, and I don't have enough wood, don't I? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't have a crafting table. 1. Yeah. 1 will be enough for now, just to show you guys what it is. I'm running out of wood, so I don't really have a lot to spare. So here we go. Crafting logistics, that can go right here. And then the crafting logistics pipe can go on top of it, like so. And then we can just put a normal pipe right here. So that's all connected. This is saying that it doesn't actually have a recipe, but it does have a little bit of an inventory space. So all we have to do is just tell it what we want it to create. So what would be best here? I think the very first recipe I always end up creating this guy, well creating is, you know, if you've got wood, you need to tell it how to, turn jungle wood into normal wood, or at least wood planks. So we've got a little bit of that, and I'll probably expand this a lot more. Once we really get things going, I think he'll be a lot happier. There we go. So it didn't actually need the wood, it just needed to know what the recipe was. And it says, if you put one of these in my inventory, I can create 4 jungle wood planks. You click onto the pipe itself once you're happy with the recipe. Right click, import, and it'll say, you know, feed me 1 jungle wood and we can make 1 jungle wood planks. I believe that is that's going to be what we use most. But yeah, so that should be fine now. And then I think I'm going to have to do something else as well. So wood is in that chest. I want to access you. I don't have any more polymorphic item sinks. Can I make another provider pipe? And I'll just show you what it's like, and then we can, end for today. So provider pipe, fantastic. Just needs a golden chipset, which we should be able to have by now. Yep, there they are. One of you. Click, click, and I don't have any of this guy. We're getting there. Click, snag, put that over yonder. And this is just so that I can show you what's up. Leave one item per type so that it doesn't steal all of our wood, which is fantastic. We go down here. And wait, no, we didn't need to go down there, sorry. Right, so that's all ready now. So wood is linked up to the network. It can see where it is and what it is. There it is there. And we can tell it, see, we've got no actual wood in our, jungle wood planks in our system, but it does know how to create it. So if we request one of these, just go click on it and go request. We'll see one of that is gone. It will give us the wood, possibly. Oh, there it is. So it just landed over here. And then it doesn't actually know where to put everything else because, yeah. Where did it go? There it is. Because we haven't got a polymorphic item sink with wood in that chest, that wood didn't actually know where to go. So where are you? I think it's this one. But that's something that we'll fix later on. So if we had a polymorphic item sink, all of that leftover wood would have gone straight back into there. I hope that is kind of explanatory. I am trying. But yeah, so that's pretty much how that is going to work. I'm going to have to do a lot of work off camera to get all of these resources into place. And then we'll just create a big wall of these things, and I think we'll end up being quite happy with it. I may have to move those. Yeah, I think I'll move them one up. Oh, I see. So I've kind of messed up there. Yeah. What I will do is just go like so. Hang on a second. Cobblestone right there. So that's connected to the network. And then I believe we can create signs that will tell you what specific item this is going to try and create. But that'll be something for another episode. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you would like to show your appreciation for the series so far, feel free to leave a like or a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I'm trying my best. Well, kind of. But the main idea is for me to help entertain you guys. So hope you're all having a fantastic day. King Harold salutes you. King Harold always, shows appreciation to his peasants. So yeah, once again, hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!